What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and welcome to another video featuring our 1984 Porsche 944. It's a new car to me, and it's become one of my favorite cars of all time. It's an absolute joy to drive, but it has some issues like any classic car out there, and one of those is right after I got it, I nicked up the front bumper here, and it's a very common thing for those of you out there with 944s. I want to try to fix this on a very small budget using something you can pick up from the store. So if any of you guys have a Guards Red 944 or any other Porsche, you might want to look into this, because we're about to find out if this Sunrise Red will match perfect or close to perfect on our 944. So stay tuned, let's get set up and do this. Well, guys, moment of truth, this thing has cured for a full day, so I'm very excited, because just from a distance it looks very good. Now keep in mind, this was not painted perfect, but I did do 3 nice coats. I started with a very light coat and went on with 2 nice wet coats. No clear coat on this, but we should be able to get a good idea. The sun just went down a little bit, so let's go ahead and check this color. And we can see it is not perfect, but man, that is very close. Let's see if we can get some better angles here, and then I'm gonna lay it out here. I'm gonna wait for that sun to come back out to give us a little bit better of an idea. Let's see if we can get some more angles here for you guys. All right, I'm gonna wait for that sun to pop back out from under the clouds, and we'll look at it even more. All right, perfect timing. That bright side of Florida sun has popped back out. Now let's go ahead and check against the car here. Now, I don't know what the angles that I'm getting here for you guys at home, if you're able to tell, but man, right here, it looks like a very close match. I mean, if I had these 2 panels up next to each other, had the car nice and shiny with maybe a nice clear coat on this panel, I think we would be good to go. So now here's our real big test, because obviously I only hit a small part here. Now we are going to be putting that front lip on, but I've kind of decided I might want to go black with that front lip. I'm still not 100% decided, because we could paint it this color, but I really like the way the black looked when I looked online and saw a couple of them out there. With all that said, we still need to fix this up, because that front lip does not cover that. It just kind of goes along that edge. So what I want to do is see if we can sand all this down, get it nice and touched up, and then kind of tape off an area and see if we can hit it with the red, and then maybe we can hit it with some 2K clear as well. So let's go ahead and do that and see how that looks. So guys, it's been several days later. In fact, I've already launched a video where I did a full paint correction, and it looks awesome. Check that out, guys. And if you haven't seen the video, make sure to go back and watch that. We ceramic coated, paint corrected, and really just fixed this paint up, which brought me to getting this done now. So this has been an eyesore for the last couple of days, and I decided today, the weather was slightly cooler, I was going to use this Sunrise Red and try to match it with this Guards Red. So this was repainted, but with the original Guards Red color, using the color code from what I understand, and I went ahead and prepped this whole area. Now, we were originally going to be doing a 2K clear on here, which we'll probably still do, but since going over this whole entire car, I realized they really didn't hit it with a clear coat down here. This surface is a lot different than the upper, and I'm thinking they really cut corners on this paint. So what I want to do is possibly try to blend this in and maybe fix up some more repairs that need to be done, because if you look down in here, that's not perfect. Maybe sand all this down and then blend everything with this Sunrise Red. If it works really good, hit the whole bottom area with a clear coat just to protect it, and then we'll wet sand polish and all that stuff. But today I want to see how close this is going to match before we go ahead and do all that. I'm also going to be hitting it with this Rust-Oleum 2-in-1 filler sandable primer, just to make sure the light scratches that are in here from sanding it down with the 320 is the last sandpaper I used, get filled, and also it gives it a better sticking surface for this paint. So let me get set up. You guys are going to watch this in a more of a fast motion, and then you guys will see the end result, and hopefully it comes out really good. Well, welcome to Florida luck, guys. Fortunately, I was able to get the car in angled here right before this massive rain started coming down out of nowhere. I mean, it's actually kind of sunny outside, if you look over there. So it's kind of a strange thing. This happens all the time in Florida, so you almost got to prepare. I was able to get this part of the car completely out of the rain, even though it was raining so hard. You can see some of it's coming down the front side here. So I'm going to try to maintain that, but we'll take a look at it in a little bit if the rain holds off, or we might just take a look at it tomorrow when it's fully cured. And just like that, the sun's back out. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, and let me explain the entire goal of this, because this is kind of a test project. So as you guys know, I hit this front bumper. Now you can see it's not a perfect match, but what I need to do is what's called a wet sand blend, because you can see there's still primer along the edge where it got up underneath the paper a little bit more, and then you can see there's an edge right there, and you can see it's a little bit of a different color, but it's hard to tell because there's a primer edge on that. And now that I have a better idea of how this is gonna look, I kind of have a goal. So I went and picked up that front lip that you guys saw, and that is gonna hang off the edge here. I had debated between black and red. Now, of course, this is like several days later since I started recording this, and I've decided now, so that it looks proper, I'm gonna do it red, because I think if it's black, if it doesn't line up perfectly and this bumper is a slight bit out of whack, you'll see when we go and install that, I want it to really blend so when you step back, it doesn't look funky. But what I decided I'm gonna do is paint this whole lower area, clear coat it, and then we'll wet sand blend it up, and I think it's gonna look really good. So I'm very satisfied with how well this Rust-Oleum kind of blended in. I know just based off my experience, I can make this look absolutely amazing. I can blend that front spoiler, and then we've got that turbo back valance, and we're gonna do the same thing with that. Now, of course, the main thing here is prep work, and I did not do that great of a prep work here because I knew I was gonna end up wet sanding and filling a lot more of this, because I really wanna make this front lip look really good. So this was kind of a test to see how well this paint would blend, if it would be a complete eyesore, or if from a little distance like this, does it look really good. And I know I can blend it and you will not see it until you get very close. And that brings me to the rear valance, which we have that turbo rear valance, and I want to do the same thing with that. Now, I know a lot of you guys at home are probably going to say, why not just go get it painted with the Guards red, get it professionally done? Well, of course I could do that, and I can do that anytime down the road. But this is to show you guys that maybe you can upkeep something like this on a budget, because I know I'm not the first to hit that bumper. And let me tell you, if you went to a shop, that could cost you $500-600 to get it resprayed And if this is your daily car or a car that's like mine, I have all driver cars. Now, the difference between what my cars are and what a perfect car is, I like to drive my cars. I'm going to drive them till the day I sell them, or if I decide to keep them forever, I will be driving these cars regularly. I love all my cars, and you guys know my collection. Eventually, I hope that they all get restored to a really nice show car quality, but I don't want them to be perfect because then I can't really drive them. So I don't want them to be garage queens, and I know a lot of you guys at home that are watching these videos are in the same circumstance where you just want to upkeep these cars, make them look really nice, maybe bring them to a car show. And this is an inexpensive way you can run to any local store, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, and pick up this paint. You can order 2K clear, which is really going to be the big thing for this. Once we 2K clear that whole bottom section, that is going to protect it for a long time. And you're going to do this for about $30 in just some of your time. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. It doesn't matter if it's positive, negative, or just your opinion. Please let me know. I love interacting with you guys, hearing the feedback, and just having fun doing this. So once again, guys, my name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.